The whole point of science is to uncover the truth, solve mysteries, and find logic in places where it shouldn't even exist. But sometimes nature and history hit us with stuff that makes zero sense, at least for now. Today I'm showing you some of the most unusual places on Earth that still leave scientists completely puzzled. Get ready to be amazed, because these spots will make you question everything you thought you knew about our world. This is Topgan, let's go. Dolphin's Crystal Cave, Cave of Crystals, Chihuahua, Mexico. You step into the Cave of Crystals and instantly realize your air conditioner is basically a joke. It's insanely hot in there because of the magma sitting right below the cave, heating the groundwater and creating brutal conditions. 58 degrees Celsius, 136 degrees Fahrenheit, and 99% humidity. It's literally deadly. Your body can't cool down through sweat. The crystal's motto is basically, you sweat, I shine. Seems fair. The Bridgewater Triangle, Massachusetts, USA. Think of it as the Bermuda Triangle's weird cousin. It's a zone where UFOs and ghosts seem to hang out more often than actual tourists. Honestly, you could probably grab a cup of tea with a ghost there. Scientists still can't agree on what's going on. No single theory explains all the sightings and strange events in the area. Lake Baikal, Russia. Baikal, the deepest, clearest, coldest legend on Earth. Lake so massive and so ancient, it makes every other lake look like a kiddie pool. This is Lake Baikal, the blue eye of Siberia. Baikal holds 20% of the world's fresh water. Yup, one lake. That's enough water to make every bottled water company sweat. And it's the deepest lake on the planet, over 1,600 meters deep. That's basically an upside-down skyscraper times 3. In winter, Baikal freezes into crystal clear ice, so smooth you can literally see the bottom. People skate on it, drive cars on it, take photos that look like they're standing on a giant sapphire. Baikal is home to over 2,000 species of plants and animals you won't find anywhere else, including the Baikal seal, a fluffy swimming potato that somehow ended up in the middle of Siberia. Scientists still have questions. Standing on the shore of Baikal feels unreal. The silence, the mountains, the cold air it hits different. It's the kind of place where you either find inner peace or reconsider all your life decisions. Stone Forest National Park, Tsingy de Bemaraha, Madagascar. Alright, check this out. Imagine a forest, but made entirely out of stone. Yeah, I said it, a stone forest. Welcome to Tsingy de Bemaraha in Madagascar, one of the wildest, most jaw-dropping places on the planet. These aren't your average rocks. They're sharp limestone pinnacles that jut out of the ground, like nature decided to play Jenga on hard mode. Walking here, it's like playing real-life Mario Kart. But if you miss a step, you definitely lose. And it's not just rocks, the forest is alive. Tiny lemurs, chameleons, and birds call this crazy landscape home. Tourists can hike, climb, and swing on rope bridges over these jagged formations. Honestly, it feels like Indiana Jones meets Ninja Warrior. Don't try this at home unless you're secretly a superhero. Lake Retba, Senegal, Africa. Yo, check this out. Have you ever seen a lake that looks like someone exploded bubblegum everywhere? Welcome to Lake Retba in Senegal, one of the craziest and most Instagrammable spots on the planet. Look at that color. Yep, it's bright pink. And no, it's not paint or an Instagram filter. Tiny microorganisms called Dunaliella salina produce a pigment when the water gets super salty. Basically, this lake went full-on Barbie mode. The lake is so salty that people actually harvest salt right here. They're working in pink water like it's totally normal. Locals even say the water can help with skin problems. Some even call it magical. Honestly, with a lake like this, I wouldn't be surprised if it gave you superpowers. The Crooked Forest, Poland, Gryfino. These trees look like they just left the gym and tried stretching completely wrong. Even a GPS would lose its sense of direction in this place. In reality, it's a unique grove of about 100 pine trees planted in the 1,930 seconds. Their trunks bend sharply at nearly 90 degrees near the base and then grow straight upward again, forming shapes that look like a J or maybe a sigma. There are plenty of theories, from human interference to weird natural conditions, but none of them have ever been proven for sure. Darvaza gas crater, the gates of hell, Karakum Desert, Turkmenistan. The perfect backdrop for a selfie with some real hot girls. The crater formed in 1971 when Soviet geologists accidentally hit an underground gas pocket. The ground collapsed, and to prevent poisonous gas from spreading, they set it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few days. Instead, it's been burning non-stop for over 50 years, creating a surreal scene of giant flames that can be seen from far away, especially at night. Basically, the ultimate eternal barbecue pit. Derinkuyu, underground city, Cappadocia, Turkey. Derinkuyu goes down dozens of levels with a smart ventilation system, water sources, storage rooms, and tunnels. It could hold up to 20,000 people along with their animals, but no one knows why it was originally built. Maybe neighbors just connected their root cellars, or maybe people back then wanted the perfect hideout from all the problems above ground. Drop your theory in the comments. There's still debate. Some say it was a refuge from enemies. Others think it was a permanent settlement. Going down is easy, but coming back up? That's the real workout. Red Beach of Panjin, China. Check this out. Have you ever seen a beach that looks like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie? Welcome to Panjin Red Beach, one of the craziest and most mind-blowing places on Earth. Look at that color. It's bright red. And no, someone didn't spill paint here. This insane color comes from a type of seaweed called sueda. In spring it's green, but by summer it turns red, and when the sun hits it, it practically glows. Totally unreal. And it's not just a pretty face. Red Beach is an important ecosystem, home to hundreds of bird species, including rare migratory birds. Basically, it's a paradise for nature lovers and your Instagram feed. Tourists can stroll along special boardwalks and take in this surreal landscape. Seriously, walking here feels like you've stepped into another planet. I mean, look at that straight-up movie vibes. Fly Geyser, Nevada, USA. Okay people, imagine driving through endless desert and boom, this massive neon-colored geyser pops out like Mother Nature went full creative mode. Meet Fly Geyser, the alien-looking fountain that wasn't even supposed to exist. Back in 1964, some ranchers drilled a well, and instead of getting water for crops, they basically unlocked a geothermal glitch in the earth. Since then, minerals plus heat plus time equals this rainbow volcano of hot water. Nature said, you know what, I'll just freestyle it. The colors? That's thermophilic algae, basically heat-loving micro-creatures painting the geyser 24/7. It's like a real-life Photoshop filter, but permanent. So if you ever end up in Nevada and want to see something that looks half natural, half extraterrestrial, Fly Geyser is the spot. Cano Cristales, Colombia. Cano Cristales, the liquid rainbow you won't believe exists. So why does this river look like a glitch in reality? It's all thanks to a plant called Macarenia clavigera. When the sun hits it just right, it turns the river into a blend of red, green, yellow, blue, basically nature flexing on every Instagram filter ever created. Walking next to Cano Cristales feels like stepping into a fantasy RPG. You half expect a dragon to spawn or the ground to give you a side quest. It's surreal, like nature accidentally left its graphics settings on ultra. And here's the twist, this rainbow effect only happens a few months a year. Too much water? No color. Too little? Also no color. Cano Cristales is basically the diva of rivers. I'll shine when I feel like it. So if you ever dream of visiting a place that looks totally unreal, like Mother Nature just dropped a rainbow into a river, Cano Cristales should be on your bucket list. Plain of Jars, Laos, Shankuan province. These huge stone jars, actual megaliths, date back to the Iron Age. Scientists still can't say for sure how they were carved, how they were moved, or what they were originally used for. There are no inscriptions, lots of damage, and centuries of erosion, so we're left with zero solid answers. Personally, I think they were used for pickling, or maybe ancient folks were brewing something strong in there. What do you think? Racetrack Playa, Death Valley, California, USA. This is where you'll find the so-called sailing stones, big boulders that somehow slide across the dry lake bed, leaving long tracks behind them. It's like they just decided to go for a walk without GPS or a map. A 2014 study suggested that thin sheets of ice and wind might be the reason. But honestly, the phenomenon is still not fully explained and remains one of nature's weirdest mysteries. Which one of these mysterious places do you think will eventually get a scientific or plausible explanation? And if you want to see more crazy top lists, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the most hype videos. This was Topgan. Thanks for watching.